Good morning. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Kiera, your friendly neighborhood regional flight attendant. And today is Saturday, November 16th, and it is currently 9:51 a.m. It is the start of a 3-day short call block for me, and crew scheduling called me to, what you probably guessed, to sit hot. So I am sitting hot today from 11:15 until 1900, and they called me this morning. I honestly was not expecting it. I thought they would do like how they did earlier this month. I'm not sure if you recall. I previously had a 3-day block, and they had let me sit home on short call the first day, and then they used me on hot for the second day, and then let me sit home on the third day. I guess they said we gotta switch it up. Let's surprise her. Let's get her on day one and see what happens. So I am on my way to the airport. I'm gonna stop and get gas first because I get the puppy with the just having so much fun. Yeah, I see you. And I let my gas tank get below the halfway mark. Y'all know I do not like that. I do not like it at all. So I'm gonna head to the gas station first, and then I'm gonna go to the airport. It's a Saturday. I don't expect much traffic. I had my bags packed. I had my uniform ironed and everything. So when they called me, although I was surprised, I wasn't rushing or anything like that. I did almost have to call crew scheduling back because when they called me, they said they gave me hot reserve at 11:15, and when they called me, it was like 9:09 when the call came through. So legally, they have to give me 2 hours to get to the airport. When I checked the app, it said that my report time was 10:45, which honestly I would be able to make it, but I didn't want to rush. I didn't want to give myself the illusion of rushing. I didn't want any of that. So what side is this thing on? It's on this side. So I noticed it before I got in the shower. But I told myself I'm not about to stress myself out unnecessarily right now. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait till I get out the shower, and if it is still showing a 10:45 report time, I'm gonna call crew scheduling back and speak to the legality department to clear that up. Because I know she said 11:15, and I see that this says 10:45. So, but by the time I got out the shower, they had fixed it themselves. I was like, oh, wonderful. I don't have to call anybody. And they see the error of their ways, and they resolved it. So let me go ahead and pump this gas, and then we can be on our way. All right, gas tank is all filled up, and I'm ready to head to the airport. I have an hour and 15 minutes before I need to check in at the airport. So as usual, not worried, not tripping. I have plenty of time to get there, get my life together, and get checked in. Last night though, you guys, I went ice skating again it's been over a year. I think the last time I went skating was last year. The rink had a Halloween skate, and I took my nephew and my goddaughter. And their moms too. We went to the rink and we dressed up, and it was fun. I'll insert some pictures and videos from that time here so you guys can see a couple clips. It was cute. It was fun. We had a great time. But last night I went they had a Beyonce night. So they were playing all her music, and I just had a good time, and it was good seeing like some of my old co-workers. I don't see them as often. Obviously, we don't work together anymore, but these were a few of the co-workers that became friends outside of work. So I was happy to see them. I was happy to skate, and I just had a good time. Like yesterday, I was in a very good mood preparing for today. I danced, I sang in the house, I went skating, I got my hair done, and I feel great. I feel great. This morning, I got up early to drop off my mom and my stepdad at the airport. They're going to the Maldives for my mom's birthday. Yes. So they are on their way there now. So I'm so happy for them. I'm getting updates. So far so good. They've made it to their connection and no problems. So I'm happy. I'm happy for her. I'm glad that she is traveling, having a great time. So yeah, they had an early flight this morning. So hence why when crew schedule called me, I was sleeping. But I'm well rested now. As you can see, my jovial mood is back. Not that it went anywhere. It's a beautiful day out. It's a windy fall day. So leaves are flying all over the place. It's cool. I wouldn't describe it as cold, but I would say it's cool. Very different. So it's nice. It's a beautiful day. So I'll see you guys at the airport. To the airport parking lot. I'm not sure if y'all can hear me because of how windy it is, and obviously the airplane's behind me. If it is too noisy, too much background noise, I'll do a voiceover. Over this clip. But I have made it to the airport, just waiting for the next shuttle to come, and then I'll go in and check in. Made it through security, and I am going to head to the crew room and just chill in there until they leave me. Probably do some editing like I did last time, and then see if they use me. If they use me, they use me. If they don't, I go home. So we'll see what today brings. To no surprise, I am hungry. So I'm gonna go up to Pizza, get me a pizza, then come back in the crew room. It's 1:27, still no call for crew scheduling, so we'll see how this goes. Getting a little restless in the crew room, so I'm gonna walk around a little bit, maybe for like 30 minutes, almost an hour, go back down and sit and wait and see if they use me. At this point, I don't think they will. made it back to my car. Crew scheduling did not use me today, so I am going to head home and get myself ready for tomorrow. I have 5 a.m. short call tomorrow, so we'll see what they do. There isn't anything in open time that they could give me or I could pick up. Everything that I see in there is a trade board trip, which means a line holder dropped it and they don't allow us to pick those up. Another line holder would have to pick up that trip. I know that because I've tried to pick up one of those trips before and I was told that the reason that they denied it was because a reserve flight attendant cannot pick up a line holder dropped trip. Although, if the line holder called out, 9 times out of 10, it's another reserve flight attendant that they're calling to pick up this trip. So, yeah. I am gonna head home. Thankfully, it's not as much traffic today in the employee parking lot, which is surprising for this time. But I am also grateful because as soon as I came out the double doors of the terminal, the employee shuttle pulled right on up. So it was very quick. I was still on the phone checking out with crew scheduling when I was boarding the shuttle. Speaking of crew scheduling, I don't know what's going on with them, but lately, and I could be reading into it, so take what I say with a grain of salt. But lately, it seems as though when I first get on the phone with them to call them for anything, they're generally pleasant or at least neutral. But once I check, like I'm calling to check out, it is as if I have personally offended them that I'm going home. I'm getting attitude about, yes, stop your vehicle. I'm getting attitude that I don't understand. And I'm a very tone sensitive individual, so I pick up on change of tone very easily. So if your tone goes from, happy, pleasant to after I say I'm calling to check out, now all of a sudden your tone changes in a negative aspect, I'm gonna notice it. It's happened a few times and I don't know what it is. I don't understand it. I'm just calling to check out because that's what I have to do. I promise you, if I didn't have to do that, I wouldn't be calling you right now. So, I don't know. I could be reading too much into it, but I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and head home, and I will check in with you guys tomorrow. We'll see what crew scheduling brings for me for tomorrow. So I'll see you guys then. So I am running a couple errands and I get a notification from crew scheduling about a 2-day trip that they literally just threw together, and I know that because it's a pairing number with a letter at the end, which means they modified it in some shape, form, or fashion. So tomorrow morning, unless they take it away within the night, tomorrow, don't you come out here with that foolishness. I see my car, you see my car. Why would you do that? Tomorrow morning, I have 3 legs. So it'll start with a Knoxville turn. So DC to Knoxville, Knoxville back to DC, and then DC to Nashville to overnight in Nashville. And then the following day, allegedly just 1 leg, very early, Nashville back to DC. And then I'm allegedly done at like 9 o'clock in the morning. The only reason I think that they may stick with that is because I have a trip I picked up the day after. So they have to ensure that I get at least the minimum rest for that trip. So it's very risky to give me a turn after that, but I wouldn't put it past crew scheduling. So we'll see if that is how my schedule works tomorrow. I'll just leave my bag packed as is. I did, since I was in the store when I saw that they were giving me that turn, and then you're gonna come up here and do, but this imbecile is driving like they don't have the sense God gave them. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get off the camera while I'm driving, because obviously it's not, I won't say I have road rage. I have a low tolerance for road foolishness, and that was foolish. So I'm gonna go ahead and close it out tonight. Oh, no. What was I saying before I was rudely cut off? I picked up just something real quick, so I don't have to worry about like throwing something together. So I'll have lunch for tomorrow when we get to Nashville. I'll have something to eat. I don't have to worry about buying while I'm out. And hopefully Nashville has some type of breakfast at that hotel in some shape, form, or fashion, like a to-go bag or something, because it's pretty early report time. But we'll see. So that is the update. I am finally actually on the way home. I did all my errands and whatnot, but they're choosing to fly me, and I'm not mad at it. I am not mad at it. More content for you guys. Yes. So it's showing here. Let's see what happens when I refresh it. They took the trip away. I did all that preparing, and they took the damn trip away. So y'all remember when I was telling y'all about the 2-day trip that was added to my schedule, and I prepared my suitcase for it and prepared myself for it, only for them to take the 2-day off of my schedule, put me back on short call, and give it to another flight attendant. Now, I believe this happened for one or two reasons. Probably because the person who they gave the trip to is more senior than I am. But, like I said, that trip was already added to my schedule. So unless someone in crew scheduling just mistakenly assigned it to me when I clicked yes on it, then the other reason, my conspiracy theory when it comes to crew scheduling, is that I'm getting up there on hours for flight hours, and this trip would have put me at 67 and a half flight hours, and that's not including the trips that I have picked up on the 19th and the 4-day I picked up at the end of the month going into next month. So I still have a 5-day block and a 3-day block before. So I have So I have the turn after this 3-day block. So if they don't use me tomorrow, the day after, I still have a turn on the 19th. I'm off on the 20th, and then I start a 5-day block on the 21st. Then I'm off on the 26th, and I have a 3-day block, so 27, 28, no, 2-day, 27, 28th, and then I have a 4-day trip that starts on the 29th. So we'll see what happens. So they could still very much so have me sit high tomorrow. I don't want them to. I would much rather sit short call at home. but we'll see what happens. So, as y'all can see, I'm in bed, bonnet on, jammies on. I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. And we'll see what tomorrow brings. If they give me the 2-day back, or if they just let me sit short call, or they make me sit hot. We'll see. Good evening. I was calling to check out for today and to notify for my 5 a.m. short call tomorrow. Good evening. As you can see, I am at home in my bed. I've showered and changed my jammies. Crew scheduling didn't use me today. Like I mentioned earlier, they took the 2-day trip that they had originally given me. They took it back, and they didn't use me today at all. Called and checked out and notified for my 5 a.m. short call tomorrow. But, I picked up a trip on the 19th, so the day after. So, for that reason, I don't think they're going to use me. Although the trip doesn't start till later in the day. It's a turn. I believe my report time is like 4:26, I think is my report time. It's an afternoon, so I get to sleep in. So, yeah. I got some cleaning done today. Did some deep cleaning in the kitchen, the sunroom, and the living room area. Just to get it done. Like, it's not necessarily spring cleaning, but when I'm off and I decide to stay home, I like the space to be welcoming, and it's nothing like the power of pine sol, y'all. I just love it. So, yeah, I got some cleaning done. Since it is train jumped the tracks. Don't even know what I was gonna say, but gonna go ahead. I've been watching some flight attendant vlogs actually right now, getting some pointers on things to show, to talk about, and all that stuff. So, trying to doing research, if you will. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some editing done, finish watching some more vlogs, and just chill for the rest of the night. And we'll see what tomorrow brings. Like I said, they'll either have me sit hot or they'll give me a turn. Those are the only two options right now. But we'll see. Oh, no. There's another option. Let me stay home, sit short call at home. That's what they did the last 3-day block. I don't know if you guys remembered. My last 3-day block, they didn't use me. And I sat short call at home the first day. They sat me hot the second day. And then the third day, I sat short call at home. This time, I sat hot the first day. They gave me a 2-day trip, took it away, and then let me sit short call at home on the second day. We'll see what they do on the third day and go from there. So, yeah, I'll check in with you guys tomorrow morning. Good afternoon. I am on my way to the airport. I have a turn that I picked up today, but crew scheduling didn't use me yesterday. I just spent the day cleaning. I've got a lot of deep cleaning done. The house feels immaculate right now. So I definitely enjoyed relaxing in it this morning. And before I had to head out, like I said, it's just a turn. I checked the flights last night, and neither flights are full. They're both service flights. I'm not sure what position I'll be in until I get to the airport, but I'm excited. It should be pretty easy flying today. Like I said, neither flight full. I did leave out and had to turn back because although my flight is not although it's not an international flight, I still need to have my passport on me. It's one of my 8 required items. So if while I'm waiting at the gate, if a supervisor came up and asked for all 8 of my required items and I didn't have my passport, that would be a problem. So I went back home, got it. I am now headed to the airport. I did leave out with a little bit more time because it is the afternoon time. A lot more people are on the road right now. It is currently 2:55 p.m. so some schools are letting out. So I've already seen a couple of school buses. So I want to get ahead of that and still not have to rush at the airport. So yes, I will see you guys there. I don't think I've ever flown with the flight attendant that I'm flying with, so we'll see how this goes. It should be smooth. It should be smooth. Like I said, I'm just doing a turn, so I'm not sure if this is just a turn for everybody or if this is a trip and I just happen to pick up a portion of the trip. But we'll find that all out together a little bit later. So I will see you guys at the airport. I have made it to the parking lot. I'm walking up to the shuttle bus now. And the sky just looks so pretty. So pretty. Oh man, we got an aircraft coming in. Yep, making my way up there. And then, oh, it's a United plane. I am gonna make my way to the airport. Like I said, I'm really early. Traffic wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, thankfully. So gonna just chill. And I'm okay with that. Do my pre-flight. The other flight attendant, she's not on here yet, but I am more senior. I would prefer actually to get aft early today, but because she is so new, I will definitely take into consideration what she's more comfortable doing, so that it's a smooth flight for her. I am a teamwork makes the dream work type of gal. So we'll go ahead and finish these pre-flights. Usually when I get on first, I'll pre-flight everything, even though I'm only going to be in one section. And then once we decide where we're going to be, my pre-flights are done, and she would just go behind me and pre-flight for her own game. So I'll get you guys up once I finish these pre-flights. Turn complete. Have made it back to DC. I'm about to head home now. It was real smooth. 2 very empty flights, and it was smooth. It was smooth. Well, smooth as in it was easy. It was bumpy. We had light and moderate turbulence both flights. But I will see you guys when I get to the car, because that's where I'm headed. I have made it back to the car, and it's time to make my way home. Thank you so much for watching. Although this was another 3-day block that I did not fly, I did sit hot one day, and then I picked up this turn after that 3-day block. So I start a 5-day, I have a 5-day block coming up. I already sit hot the first day, and we'll see if I get a 4-day trip. I probably will. There's a couple available, but we'll stand by on that. But, excuse me, as always, live freely, love always, travel often. Bye.